the actual head of the Joint Task Force 635, which is the ADF contribution to the DFAT-led mission here in support of the government of Fiji and the people of Fiji. And I think if you have a look at what we've done to date, whereby we've had the majority of the mission down here looking into this area, the Big Island, and we've been operating around here. That basically picture is the chart of Fiji, and you can see effectively the summation there is that Australian forces, both ADF, DFAT and the like, have reached quite a bit of Fiji since we've been here. And that's the summation I'd like to sort of bring up here.
This phase, we're talking about the recovery effort now before we get into the rebuilding and reconstruction. How long do you think it will be before you can say we've concluded this phase of the Operation Fiji Assist?
From the ADF side of the House Minister, we're probably tracking towards the fact that maybe around about the 21st, maybe later, would be where we would foresee that this phase is over. And we're probably in a phase whereby we could provide more support, but the support becomes more specialised, where you'd see like NGOs come in because they're just better set up for that type of stuff than what the military is. And I do know that the Fijian, the NDMO intends on Monday to transition to the next phase, which is on around the 21st. So we're tracking about the same time frame.
It's subject to review as well, this emergency period declaration. But in the meantime, we are also working, our planners in Suva are working on the next phase as well.
Yes.
Again, all these things are done sequentially and simultaneously.
And we're
probably the way we're looking at things, because it is allowable in our act, probably only parts of Fiji will then be considered for the continuation of the state of emergency then.
Yeah, that's what the Minister is saying there is an important part. Different parts of Fiji are in different stages, as you can appreciate. One of the prime reasons we wanted you to go to Koro is that's one of the hardest hit.
Established, do you feel that they will be, the teachers in return, the students will be able to return?
So we've returned, we saw about 2 days ago on one of the schools that we put shelter on, a clustering of the kids for about 30 minutes. Which I think was just to make sure they were happy, and this was the school. And
remember, you go back to school.
That's right. And whilst it's not, what it used to be, it's got enough shelter and stuff that it can accommodate that. We're confident that the shelter that we've put on there is suffice. It won't be like the panacea, but it's got enough shelter there that they can hold classrooms. We've been talking to the NDMO. They will facilitate the teachers that will come in, and I do know that UNICEF has provided school supplies into Koro. So the kids are ready to go, the shelter's there, the equipment's there, we've just got to get the teachers and we'll be ready to go.
Congratulations, and thank you for everything you've been doing.
No worries.
Very impressive, Brett, thank you.
Doggy and black and roof. Yeah.
And batteries for solar power cells, and then the school's up and running. How many students will be going to school?
There's about 50 within
50? Well, that's great. That's good news. And rebuild, and you're helping rebuild the village up here.
Yeah, the entire town site's been cleared out and they'll be rebuilding on that site.
That's fantastic. Oh. Happy looking dog, and this one would be, don't even go there. You can get a sense of it. And some of the bigger structures like the community centre down there. I'm just coming over to say, oh look at them all disappearing. Coming over to say hello. What's your name? And what do you do? Come on!
What's that, mate? You're getting guys over.
Come on, you're soldiers. You shouldn't be scared of a girl. What do you do? You're an engineer, and are you from here or are you from Suva? You're from Suva, yeah. Must be sad seeing what's happened. Yeah, and talking to the people. They must appreciate you being here.
We appreciate it.
And what's it like getting on with the Aussies?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, have you been to Australia? Ah, you have to after this, won't you?
I'll go for holiday.
Make friends with the boys.
Oh, pretty much. I got pretty friends.
You got friends already? Yeah. Friends, and you're working so well with our friends and our partners from Fiji, so keep it up. And there's a lot of coverage back home as to what you're doing, and the Australian people are very proud, and the government is absolutely delighted that we can help out our friends, our partners, our neighbours when they need our help. So it's been a great team effort. We've got a lot of skills amongst the ADF, and partnering with Fiji has made the task a lot easier. So thank you very much, and everybody back home misses you too. Okay, thank you. And are you also from the village? So, Gula. Hello, darling. How are you? What's your name?
Lavinia.
Ah, what a beautiful name, Lavinia. Hello, how are you? What's your name? Eleanor. Well, I'm Julie Bishop. I'm the Foreign Minister from Australia. Oh, you knew? Yeah. So they told in advance.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you too. So what are all the children here? Let's say hello. What's this one's name? What's your name? Jude. We were so devastated to hear about the cyclone and what a burden it must have been on the islanders, like here at Koro Island, where the cyclone came through and was so severe around your part of the world. So there are plenty of people in Australia thinking of you, and I'm pleased that HMS Canberra could be here, and you've seen all our Defence Force men and women working here. And the idea is to try and get the island and the villages back to normal as soon as possible. To focus on health and water and food, and then the power, and get you back on your farms as soon as we can. So God bless you all. Thank you.